Imagine someone telling you they can't have children, but years later you see them having babies with another person. That's exactly what happened to Trevor Engelson, the first husband of Meghan Markle.
Trevor Engelson's, Meghan's first husband, previously had this operation, which would mean, of course, that she was unable to give birth to a child herself.
Before Meghan married Prince Harry and became famous around the world, she was just a regular actress living in Los Angeles. Trevor and Meghan got married, but then Meghan ended the marriage suddenly by mailing back her wedding ring without even saying goodbye. Trevor felt confused and hurt. Recently, Trevor quietly shared something shocking with friends. Meghan once told him she couldn't have kids. Before Meghan Markle became a princess and married Prince Harry, her life was very different. She wasn't always famous. In fact, Meghan used to be just another actress trying to become successful in Hollywood. Back then, she met Trevor Engelson, a producer who helped make movies and TV shows. They quickly became very close friends, and soon after, they started dating.
She will find a way to bounce past him to some other taker who might actually just love the guy. She will take her royal kids, who can still go by prince and princess, and find the billionaire.
Trevor was someone who many people liked and respected. He was successful at his job, and he knew lots of important people. When he met Meghan, she was still looking for acting jobs and wasn't well known yet. Trevor believed in Meghan. He supported her dreams and was always cheering for her. After 6 years together, they decided to get married in 2011. From the outside, their marriage looked perfect. They were two young people living happily together in Los Angeles, working hard on their careers. Friends thought they had everything they wanted, but the truth was very different. Friends noticed something strange. Trevor was always giving Meghan love and support. He often traveled to see her while she worked far away on her TV show. He even sent her special care packages and gifts. But Meghan seemed to slowly drift away from him. She became more distant, almost like she was planning to leave quietly. Trevor didn't know it yet, but Meghan was already thinking about ending their marriage.
The only person who can really clear this up outside of Meghan herself is Trevor Engelson, who until this point has kept a total dignified silence, despite the fact that Meghan treated him so appallingly, even sending back their engagement ring via the post.
Nobody had any idea how suddenly she would break Trevor's heart. When Meghan started working on her TV show, she had to live far away from Trevor in Toronto, Canada. Trevor did everything he could to make sure Meghan felt loved and supported. He missed her a lot, but was proud of her success. Even though Trevor had his own busy life and job, he often flew all the way to Canada just to see her. Sometimes he would even talk about moving his whole life closer to Meghan so they could be together more. Trevor thought Meghan would feel happy knowing he cared so much. But something strange started to happen. Meghan didn't seem excited about Trevor's visits or care packages anymore. Instead, she seemed busy with new friends and a new life in Toronto. Trevor noticed Meghan was acting differently. She wasn't mean or angry, she just seemed to slowly become less interested in being married. Trevor's friends started noticing too. They saw how sad and worried he was becoming. He didn't want their marriage to end, but he also didn't know how to fix it.
That information came direct from Meghan's ex-husband, Trevor Engelson, via an intermediary. And obviously Trevor Engelson is a very successful TV producer. He now has his own family. He's very happy. He hasn't spoken on the record.
Meghan never explained clearly what was happening or why she felt distant. Trevor felt confused because he still loved her very much. He kept trying harder, thinking he could make her feel the same way again. He thought if he showed enough love and patience, things would get better. But Trevor had no idea that Meghan had already decided their relationship was over, and nothing he could do would change her mind. When Meghan finally ended the marriage, it was very sudden. Instead of talking face-to-face or calling Trevor, she decided to mail back her wedding ring. Trevor opened the package and felt shocked. He couldn't understand why Meghan wouldn't even speak to him. He hoped there was some kind of mistake, but there wasn't. Meghan was clear about her decision, even though she didn't explain her reasons. Trevor was heartbroken, but he didn't tell everyone or get angry publicly. Instead, he quietly talked to his closest friends. They knew he felt betrayed.
He's moved on. He has put Meghan behind him. He probably is not interested in people bringing up his past relationship. He has 3 children now with his new wife.
Especially because Meghan once told him something very serious, that she couldn't have children. Trevor had believed her and had imagined a life together without having their own family. Now, seeing Meghan happy and moving forward without him hurt even more. What confused Trevor most was how quickly Meghan changed. After their marriage ended, Meghan quickly began spending time with powerful and famous people in Hollywood. She seemed to easily become a different person, leaving behind her old life completely. Friends noticed how smoothly Meghan fit into these new social groups, almost like she planned it all along. Trevor stayed quiet, but he had an idea for a TV show about someone whose ex-wife married a prince. Although the show never happened, Trevor's idea showed how deeply Meghan's actions affected him. He chose to keep quiet, even turning down money to tell his story. Trevor decided moving on was better than becoming famous for speaking badly about Meghan. Meghan's friends defended her by saying, medical things can change, and maybe Meghan truly believed what she told Trevor at the time.
He must have been so devastated at the time with the way that he was treated, but actually he dodged a bullet. He has his dignity. He's still working in the industry.
Trevor still felt deeply betrayed because he had built his entire life around believing Meghan's words. It felt unfair to him because they had made plans and dreams together based on a truth he thought they shared. This confusion Trevor felt wasn't only about babies. It was about trust. Trevor spent many years thinking he knew and understood Meghan very well. Now, he wondered if their entire relationship had been based on Meghan's plan to move forward without him. That thought hurt more than anything else, and Trevor struggled to move past it. After Meghan became part of the royal family, people started noticing something unusual about her past relationships. Many people from her earlier life said Meghan was very good at changing herself to fit into different groups of friends. She always seemed to know exactly what people wanted her to be. Trevor saw this happen over and over again, as Meghan moved smoothly from one group to another, each time becoming someone new. Trevor wasn't jealous when Meghan met Prince Harry, but he did notice a pattern. Meghan was very good at leaving behind people who didn't fit into her new life anymore.
I mean, we obviously know via Tom Bower that Meghan Markle returned her engagement ring to Trevor Engelson via the post. But the fact that you're actually so blatant in terms of the fact that you want this famous royal, and specifically you want Prince Harry, because you know my reporting on Meghan Markle's early life in London, Angela, made it very clear that she was looking for a celebrity.
Friends from her past said she wasn't fake, just really good at being who people wanted her to be at the moment. Trevor remembered the Meghan he first met, someone who was kind, sensitive, and often worried about her acting career. This Meghan cried over auditions that went badly and worried about being accepted. Trevor loved this real version of Meghan, the one he knew before all the fame. But when Meghan married Prince Harry and became famous, the people who knew her before felt surprised and confused. She didn't look back at her old life or friends. She moved forward quickly and became a different person. Someone polished, careful with her words, and very aware of her public image. Trevor and his friends quietly wondered if they had ever truly known Meghan at all, or if they had just been stepping stones to help her reach the royal family. When Trevor quietly talked to friends about Meghan, people started paying attention. Meghan quickly became worried about what others were saying. Her team held private meetings to discuss how to handle the news about Trevor.
That Meghan Markle really did expect Harry to be a billionaire when she met him. She was incredibly disappointed to find out he's only worth a couple million, and she's gonna have to actually work and hawk these jams and jellies and dog biscuits to have the lifestyle that she wants.
Even though Meghan acted calm and friendly in public, behind closed doors, people said she was very upset. She didn't want these secrets from her past getting out. Meghan decided not to say anything openly about Trevor. Instead, she had her team send messages to newspapers and websites telling them not to print stories about her marriage to Trevor. She didn't directly talk to Trevor or ask him to stop. She was more worried about how the stories might affect how people saw her. Friends of Meghan explained that she always planned her image carefully. Meghan had worked for many years to create a perfect public image. She talked about helping others, being strong, and supporting women's rights. She didn't want her past mistakes or old relationships to ruin this careful plan. Meghan even asked people working for her if they knew who was giving secret information to the news. She wanted to find out who was leaking private stories about her. Her staff felt nervous and worried because Meghan didn't trust them anymore. They were afraid to upset her. Even though Meghan appeared calm and friendly in public, she quietly made sure these stories didn't spread far. She knew how to manage her image and protect herself, even if it meant hiding the truth about her past.
She married for money. It's very clear she bagged the elephant. She was thrilled. She became a, quote, princess.
Well, you can...
It was planned from the beginning. She denied being interested in the royal family, which she totally was. I know someone who knows the ex-husband who said she had a vision board with Prince Harry on it.
Before they met?
Yes, and she wants to
That's
pretend.
impressive. You got to admit that is impressive.
She nailed it.
Today, Trevor Engelson lives a very different life. He is happy now and has moved on. After his marriage with Meghan ended, he married another woman named Tracy. She is kind, smart, and comes from a good family. Trevor and Tracy now have children together, and Trevor loves being a dad. He often says he feels like the luckiest man in the world. Even though Trevor was hurt before, he didn't let it stop him from living a good life. He focused on his work and his family. Trevor still works in Hollywood, helping to make TV shows and movies. But he doesn't try to get famous by talking about Meghan. He has never gone on TV or written a book about her. He turned down big offers to tell his story. Some people even said he could make a lot of money, but Trevor said no. Instead, Trevor kept everything private. He didn't want to hurt Meghan or cause drama. He just wanted to move on and be happy. His friends say he's the happiest he has ever been. He enjoys his quiet life with his wife and kids, away from the royal spotlight. Even though Trevor doesn't speak about Meghan, his silence says a lot. The only thing he talked about so far is what Meghan told him about her not being able to have kids. By not talking a lot, he shows he has taken the high road. He let go of the past and chose peace. In the end, Trevor's best way of telling his story was by living well, not by speaking out loud. Over the years, people have started to think differently about Meghan Markle. When she first married Prince Harry, many people around the world liked her. They felt bad for her because of the way the media treated her. She talked about being kind, strong, and misunderstood. People believed her and supported her. But now things are changing. Some people are starting to wonder if Meghan's story is really true. After Trevor's quiet words came out, people began asking more questions. They started thinking about how Meghan quickly left behind people from her past. They noticed that she always seemed to move forward, but never looked back. People are not sure if Meghan is being real or just acting. Some believe she is smart and knows how to say the right things in public. Others think she is hiding something. The stories from her past, like what happened with Trevor, make it harder for people to trust her. Many people are wondering, who is the real Meghan Markle? Is she the kind and strong woman she says she is? Or is there another side of her that we don't really know? What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below.